We're living in a world full of kindness and love. A place where people are willing to help each other unconditionally. Join wowtv as we explore the amazing moments in this episode. Random acts of kindness that will make you cry.
Good hug.
Finally, the moment she had been waiting for had arrived. Our son just woke up after 16 days in a coma due to a rare illness. When the boy saw the forgotten phone, he didn't even think about keeping it. He even hid it in a safe place, hoping the real owner would find it. He was trying everything possible to save the dog, even resorting to CPR.
Come on, Stone. Come on, boy. You got it. You get there, boy. You get there.
All right, come on.
Come on. Let it play. Come on. You got it, Stone. You got it, baby. You got it.
This driver's job wasn't complete until his special passenger arrived safely. Remembering what his mom taught him about encountering bears, the boy decided to stay still to avoid agitating it.
Conversations about being aware. Hey, be aware of your surroundings. If there is a bear and you're not with an adult, be calm.
However, he still needed help to get out of the situation. Finding a small item like a ring that has fallen into the vast sea seems almost hopeless. But this guy was willing to take the time to help you find it.
That's all good.
Usually get that
Holy Holy brother! Holy crap! You're welcome. It's okay. Hey, brother.
The incident happened quite unexpectedly, and the cyclist could hardly beat the two robbers. But Tammy saved the day by coming out shouting with the shovel in her hand. Don't ignore any cries for help.
Birthday to you.
True happiness wasn't about the cake, but the kindness of strangers and family.
Happy birthday, dear Papa. Happy birthday to you.
On those cold winter days, a blanket is enough to warm someone's heart. The neighbors welcomed the couple and their newborn home in their own special way. It's truly heartwarming to live in a place where neighbors care for each other like this. What do you think about this situation? Don't get it twisted. The guy was just helping the sleeping vendor do his job. Thanks to that, he could go home early. It was an awkward situation for everyone when the girl didn't have enough money to pay for the ride. She thought she would have to face the driver's anger, but what she received was kindness and understanding. Can you guess who these cool towels are for? Hopefully, the little girl's gesture will make the worker's day a bit easier. In just a second, the biker realized the man was struggling to cross the street.
Are you okay? You need help? We're gonna have to get up here. Are you okay?
Yeah. Hard to breathe.
Thanks.
Worried about his condition, he decided to turn back to check up on him. Just as he thought, the man had fallen on the uneven road and was too weak to move.
Can we help you get home?
He quickly called emergency services, making sure the man got help in time. When everyone comes together, they can create extraordinary strength. And they succeeded in pulling the 2,000-pound great white shark back into the ocean. A lovely puppy had a mission to melt away the stress of the passengers on the bus.
Puppies.
Stop it. What the heck?
You want to say
Where
hi?
did that come from?
I got a little puppy here. And who doesn't love puppies on a Monday?
Stop it. Oh my god, this is amazing. I know. Oh, no. Hi, baby.
He did a great job.
Bring my baby everywhere.
A girl quietly paid for the firefighters' meal. It was her way of thanking them for their dedication in battling the fires. The boy had a very cool hairstyle, but it didn't match the firefighter helmet.
Right now, Ken.
So the firefighter made the hat fit him perfectly.
Amazing. Thank you. Ken, how cool is that?
This husband definitely hasn't forgotten his vow to protect his wife in any situation. Even more amazing is that his little child is learning that love from his dad. Very few children have the knowledge and skills to perform first aid on someone who is choking. Yet this 6-year-old girl quickly and accurately applied the Heimlich maneuver. Let's equip ourselves with first aid knowledge and skills, no matter our age. In the most critical moments, courage serves as the best support. The person sitting next to the man clinging to life on the cable chair didn't let fear drive him away. This scene reminds me of the story of an 8-year-old boy who was rescued by a group of teens skiing on a mountain in Vancouver, Canada. The boy was safe thanks to the quick thinking and teamwork of the young rescuers.
Wow, they're heroes. They are heroes.
This little one was trying to help out an unfamiliar elderly person. Such a well-behaved kid. The boy felt very anxious.
No. No.
Until he received some kind words from these men.
It's okay. I'm John. It's okay. Just take a breath, Max. You're not.
Just let it hit first.
Yeah. So you just knocked your head. Just take a minute. It's okay.
A magical connection through the first meeting of a great-great-grandfather and his great-great-grandchild, 101 years apart in age.
Oh, goodness. You're all right now.
Anxiety disorder is a terrible experience for anyone. In any situation, always accompany them, as this admirable mother did. This is the clearest example of how kindness exists everywhere.
Yes, we'll show it. It's just a long strap and it's called the Hugger.
Grandpa's left arm hasn't moved for 10 years since his stroke.
Okay, now I want you to grab it. Now go over there.
Come here.
You can give him a hug.
Thanks to this hugger glove, he can easily continue to hug his beloved grandson. This garbage man spotted something moving in a trash bag, so he found a way to open it. Their quick thinking saved a bunch of little kittens.
Hello. How are you? I'm sorry to bother you. I forgot my wallet today.
Yeah.
And I don't have any money, and I wanted to get some food, maybe, like a little bit of food.
You want food? You know money? Yes, I give you.
It's okay.
It's okay, no problem.
Oh.
I made nasi jingo. I give you free.
You make here?
Yes.
What's my?
When you give without expecting anything in return, you'll receive what you truly deserve.
I have a surprise for you. I want to give you $500 US.
No.
And kindness came back around for this wonderful woman.
I give you special
No, it's okay, sweetheart. $500 for you.
This Amazon delivery driver came up with a unique way to beat the heat in La Plata, Maryland. She wasn't alone, as the kind homeowner helped bring her idea to life. The boy's physical disability makes even the simplest tasks challenging, but true friendship helps him overcome many challenges. According to the Paralympic rules, Visually impaired athletes must run with a guide using a tether. When the athlete noticed her guide losing balance, she immediately helped him without hesitation, even though this action violated the competition's rules.
Delegación española hasta el momento en estos Juegos Elena Congos, que se ha llevado la medalla de bronce con 3:00:48, mejor marca.
Rescuing marine animals from waste has become a part of the fishermen's lives.
Boys are just jumping in.
Yeah, we need a miller.
Don't have one on board, unfortunately.
Hold on. I can spin this around.
Yeah, it looks like it's just twisted up that. Yeah,
Twist that, Getty. Okay.
you can hold his arm up.
Yep.
I'll twist. Okay.
You're good.
You're alright, mate. Just help you, big dog. Ready? He's free. Alrighty. Here we go, buddy. See you, big fella.
And we can also lend a hand by protecting the environment.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear.
These kids sent a message of respect and gratitude to a deaf security guard by signing happy birthday in sign language. With family by your side, even physical imperfections can't hold you back. Even while busy with work, the workers didn't hesitate to stop and help the boy get back on his feet. His kind act taught the boys around him a lesson in helping others. To continue her treatment for stage 3 uterine cancer, she decided to cut off her beloved hair.
In this whole journey of mine was losing my hair. I knew it was going to be hard for me.
She was on the verge of breaking down. But the compassionate stylist did something to lift up her client's spirits. And that act inspired many others. The elderly have always been a solid support for the younger generation. Now it's time for the young to carry on the spirit of compassion from those who came before them. Few people remain calm enough to rescue someone in this situation. He was just such a true superhero.
It's just a little water. Really? Thank you.
I believe the boy will always protect and care for his sister with all of his love. In the hustle and bustle of life, while others choose to overlook the elderly man, the pregnant woman still helps me believe in the existence of kindness. Noticing his teacher was tired, the little boy grabbed a chair so she could sit comfortably. Sometimes, the lesson on caring comes from the purest hearts. Have you ever been thanked just for something simple like letting someone pass by? Today would have been just a regular fishing day for David if it weren't for the distant cries for help.
I had almost that sense of urgency. I needed to stop what I'm doing and kayak over there and get that kid.
He spotted a 6-year-old boy who had strayed far from his parents' boat. With David's help, the boy safely made it back to shore, 300 yards away. The storm hit too quickly, leaving motorcyclists with no choice but to cling to anything by the roadside. It's heartwarming to see the help and support from strangers. After the tense moment, the boy sincerely bowed his head to apologize to the driver. But not everyone is as lucky, so be sure to pay attention when crossing the street. The protesters all set aside their grievances and made way for the ambulance to pass. With her nurturing and protective instincts, the otter nanny helped the mother cat ease the burden of raising her kittens alone. Climbing through the mud for someone with only one leg is incredibly difficult, but she managed to do it thanks to the support of strangers.
All right. We got to know. I see honey bunny.
The kindness of the homeowner made the delivery person's day. The delivery guys shared the load with the busy mother running her restaurant. Those waiting moments suddenly turned into warm memories. If you saw this scene on the street, what would you do? This biker chose to step forward to protect the old man.
Tu le laisses tranquille, t'as vu son âge, t'as vu son âge, t'as vu son âge. Casse-toi. T'es malade, tu te casses. Ça va, monsieur? N'inquiète pas.
A sweet young man started a new day by caring for those around him. And in return, the sanitation worker washed his car. All the challenges seemed to disappear as the soldier was wrapped in his wife's love. It's amazing to know that there are so many kind people out there. Not just this guy, but many others also received help when they were in need. Nothing is impossible if you have a sharing heart. These friends created a special experience for these special kids. The stray dog quietly waited from afar. I'm sure this wasn't the first time this person had given it a good meal. a like for the smart otter who's mindful of protecting the environment. The moment the man appeared, the donkey seemed to find a ray of hope to save its life. It was as if it had been reborn. The girl kindly stepped back to let a pregnant woman move ahead in the queue. And then her kindness sparked a chain of generosity, spreading from one person to another. The way for everyone to be in the group photo is... a silent superhero always shows up to help when you need it most. The willingness to help each other in difficult situations is a testament to the power of unity and compassion. Do you think the man in the blue shirt was saving someone? Actually, these two men were working together to rescue a calf trapped in that deep hole. Shout out to these kind-hearted guys.
저하고 캐리 오자.
Against the strong current, the man could only hold on to a tree branch. Luckily, the rescue team spotted him in time. And they managed to bring him back to shore safely. Rescuing a sheep stuck in the mud is no easy task for a woman, but once she's determined, nothing is impossible. Although his dear wife is paralyzed, she's a huge fan of the sea. To make her happy, he brought her seawater to touch. Many believe artists live off their fans. But on another note, artists bring music and emotions to fans like some kind of superpower. Especially to one fan battling a serious illness. During class, students asked the teacher about a complex equation. The moment she understood the meaning behind it, she couldn't hold back her emotions at the heartfelt message. Few can understand the pressures a mom faces after giving birth. Yet this observant boy recognized it. In such moments, nothing compares to a hug full of empathy.
Hang on, Scotty. You're welcome.
Even though the young man has passed away, he can still cheer on his favorite team with his mom.
Ja, hij is erbij. Ik weet het zeker. Ik weet het echt zeker dat hij erbij is. Wij zouden hier met z'n tweeën staan. Nou ja.
Mooi dat u zo toch nog een mooi eerbetoon.
It's a beautiful way to keep his love and passion alive in her heart. Instead of just driving by, the driver in the video chose to stop and help a blind man to a safer place. Maybe their joy was helping to clear the snow, but the truth was that the owner of the house had been away. They did that to warn the thieves that there would always be someone in the house. The doctors did their best to make the tense moment of entering the operating room as light as possible. The little superheroes were ready to fight. After a heavy flood, villagers were lining up to safely evacuate children. In cold weather, it is difficult for people to move by motorbike. A pair of gloves at this time is definitely a priceless gift. The work crew moved the equipment to create shade for the sleeping dog. The dog didn't know how long he had been stuck. All he knew was that he had a chance to find life again thanks to these kind-hearted people. Birthday parties are a luxury for kids from disadvantaged backgrounds. And today, after 8 years, the boy cried tears of joy at his first memorable birthday party with his teacher and friends. Did you recognize the message behind this wonderful moment?
Hello? Yes, hello. Is this Carlos?
Yes, man. I'm driving up and down our neighborhood looking for
I
my
hope
wallet.
that all the lost wallets can be back to their owners.
Lucky day, I found it.
A mother and her 3-year-old daughter were trapped in the floodwaters. Their only hope was the timely help from those around them.
3, 2, 1, see ya.
What happened?
A base jumper's challenge didn't go as planned. Can you believe it?
I see you.
The person who grabbed his hand was an elderly woman.
I'm okay.
Do you want a glass of water?
No, no, thank you.
The person walking the bride down the aisle wasn't her dad, but the man who received his heart donation 10 years ago. He gave her another chance to feel her dad's warmth. Being disabled and homeless couldn't diminish his willpower. He remained confident and willing to contribute his small efforts to the community. Neighborly interactions and townspeople helping each other in their times of need are still all around us.
They both break for water.
Sportsmanship can shine even in the most intense competitions.
Housed.
That's what athlete number 242 did when his opponent missed the chance to drink water at the final water station of the race. A quick nap while waiting is incredibly precious for a busy mom. And receiving neatly folded clothes from strangers is even more valuable. The boy's family was going through a tough time, making it nearly impossible for him to have a bicycle. Could you believe it? The person who made his dream come true was a complete stranger. Is there anything happier than a deaf person being able to hear the voice of her best friend? Without wearing a firefighter's uniform, the man was still ready to help put out the fire. He's definitely the best partner in today's video. Shh! Keep the female soldier's special mission a secret until her name is called.
Melissa Rowe. Jackson Craig Rowley.
It's so touching. She didn't miss her brother's important milestone. Seeing a dog shivering in the cold, the girl realized that the dog needed the scarf more than she did. Perhaps the dog will have the warmest winter in its life. The man with physical challenges still sells goods to help his mother, who is sick at home.
कोई नहीं है अपन आ गया अच्छा ये कितना है का
Today, with the help of a vlogger, he can quickly return to his mom.
ये गिर गया देखो ये यहाँ गिरा हाँ पूरा ले लो पूरा ले लो अरे यार भाई अब मेरे को रुला देगा यार
डालो अच्छा से। हाँ ये डाल दो। ओके ये इसको बंद करो।
Dogs have the ability to sense their owner's sadness. Silently, it comforted her and helped her through the tough time. The first thing to do during an earthquake is to run to a safe place. But those doctors didn't do that. Instead, they kept doing their best for their patients, no matter the circumstances. His duty is to protect and help people, but today he has a special mission. It's ensuring the safety of a family of ducks as they cross the road. A simple act, but enough to spread warmth in the rush of life. A stranger tried to convince a little girl to go with him. Sensing something was wrong, a woman stepped in to confront him and stop the kidnapping attempt.
Stand up. You want to film me? No. Cool. I'm dead. Ready?
Approaching a new skill often comes with challenges, but you'll get the hang of it faster if you have someone to guide you. Great changes start with the smallest actions. They acted for a greener earth. What about you? Having an item of your idol is every fan's dream. But this guy was willing to give up his hat to the woman next to him when he saw she was feeling down. Breakfast and this umbrella made the old man feel that life still has many beautiful things. A kind act in the cold rain was enough to warm the heart of someone in need. The boy waits every day to wave at the fire truck. Finally, today his sweet gesture finally got a response.
Oh my goodness! Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry! Oh, thank you!
They didn't need to say much. The warmth between them came through in their simple actions. This part wasn't in Kimberly's stage script. Instead of having the staff pull the fan down, she gently embraced the girl. The grandfather made a special gift for his grandchild for Christmas, filled with all his love and dedication.
birthday, it's hers.
We're not.
The elderly soul always longed for warmth and care from their family.
She said you had to have that because your other one in the closet is all bikini.
The special gift that his children gave him clearly showed that affection.
Your boy. Here's your blade.
A small boy has a big heart. Well, the emotions of these kids reminds me of my childhood friends.
Alright, hold on. Alright, make a line. If you want to hug them, make a line.
I'm happy while thinking that this reunion might change the world. Arda Güler wiped his mother's tears during his Real Madrid debut. No matter how successful we become, children always care for their parents. This man's beach trip suddenly turned into an unexpected birthing situation. Thanks to the Good Samaritan, 2 little fish were born safely. When an earthquake struck, the first thing these midwives did was not to find a hiding place, but to protect the newborn babies. During a 7.3 magnitude earthquake that left all of the students terrified, one little boy remained calm and carried his disabled friend to safety, earning the admiration of many. Sikhs are taught that no one can be a Sikh without a turban. And they're also taught to help someone in any way possible, even if it means giving away their turban. Even when battling a flood, the kindness is not swept away. They were very caring towards their elderly neighbor. Even though it wasn't her responsibility, she stayed behind to make sure everyone got on the bus safely. Hit like for this amazing act of kindness. Carrie Schultz, a girl with cerebral palsy, has a special love for singer Morgan Wallen. Today, a surprise awaits her in the classroom. It's Morgan Wallen's mom, and a meet and greet ticket for his show. It's time to stop calling Las Vegas Sin City, because it's proof that good exists everywhere. Traveling during a heavy snowfall is incredibly challenging, but things are going to be alright when strangers are all ready to lend a hand. All the students turned off their cameras to prepare a sweet surprise for their professor on the last day of class. It wasn't his responsibility, but he still stepped in to make the officer's workday a little easier. If we teach our kids to love animals, trust me, they'll grow up and spread that love to everyone. Approaching a panicked dog is truly challenging. With her love for animals, she managed to do it. Limited vision in this situation could lead to a collision, but that was less likely with the kind bus driver keeping watch. Waiting for a flight can be quite boring, but the boy's simple act of saying hi brought joy and connection to everyone around. The driver left his phone on the back window. When noticing the guest showing signs of distress, everyone immediately rushed to help. Among them was a nurse. With her experience, she quickly performed first aid and got the victim breathing again. Never take your eyes off the kids, because this can happen at any moment. Luckily, a kind-hearted person nearby rushed over just in time to save the toddler. The image of more than 400 students singing outside their teacher's home to encourage him in his battle with cancer is truly heartwarming. It's the clearest example of gratitude and the deep bond between teachers and students. Dad's quick reaction saved his daughter from the eagle's claws. After the incident, even though it was unsafe, many passerby didn't hesitate to help. Most of these heroes were just regular workers. With their brave actions, they were honored with certificates at the recognition ceremony.
Hey JD, I wish you could be here, but I appreciate you treating us to supper. I don't know what else you want me to say. Look, turn behind you. Oh my God!
And a mother's wish came true right here in this restaurant. It seems like just a regular visit on Halloween night, until the children see the empty bowl and show their generosity. It's difficult to fly a kite while sitting in a wheelchair, but thanks to the enthusiastic support from a stranger, the man was able to fly the kite himself up into the sky. The kind-hearted waitress couldn't allow the homeless woman to eat leftovers during her shift. On this train ride, we will witness kind hands helping shaky hands.
Wobbling puck right wing. He scores!
A professional hockey team in Pennsylvania set a record, not for the most goals scored, but for the number of stuffed animals thrown onto the ice by fans to help local children.
Pandemonium in Hershey.
With the enthusiastic support of the boy, she took her first dance moves. Do you know why dolphins are considered one of the smartest animals in the world? Because they can show you what kindness is all about.
Señora, espérese, por favor, no se vaya.
Ayúdalo.
Giving raincoats to the mother and her child not only helped them avoid the heavy rain, but was also a meaningful gesture of sharing and compassion from the reporter.
Protección, ¿no? Al pequeñito, a la señora.
Su bebito, cuidado, estamos con cuidado. Cuídense, hasta luego. Buen día, hasta luego, señora. Váyase, cuídese. Hasta luego, Cintia. Es en realidad.
Helping others today is planting seeds for the good things we'll receive in the future. The kind passerby not only helped the old man up, but also gave him an extra coat. Kind people grow from kind children. I'm sure this boy will grow up to be a responsible older brother. It's heartwarming to see the cafe owner not shooing away the stray dog, allowing it to enjoy its meal. The Miss Peace crown deservedly belongs to you. This boy has been unable to see anything since birth. But thanks to a wonderful gift from his mama, he can now see everything clearly and in full color.
Yes, you can see now. Yes.
The athlete honored his mother at the awards ceremony by making sure she received his medal. strangers came together to clear hay bales from the road to ensure safe traffic flow. This waitress didn't just work for her paycheck, she put her heart into her job. What could be sweeter than this? On her granddaughter's big day, she got to see the wedding dress she wore many years ago once again. Despite being born with an imperfect body, his childhood was still complete with a special companion by his side. Instead of getting angry or scolding, these workers gave the little boy a memorable experience. Some Liverpool players took time to visit Alder Hayes Children's Hospital. These players shone not only for their soccer skills, but also for their kindness.
Oh, well done. Yes.
You're very welcome.
Shannara's car broke down in an accident, so her best friend gifted her a new one. In the toughest times, true friendship shines not just through words, but through genuine actions. Turn misfortunes into joy with a generous heart. When the delivery was refused, the delivery person shared the food with those who truly needed it. Many cars passed by the flooded road, but only one person stopped to take action. Ensuring the safety of anyone crossing the street is something everyone should do. Whether it's a dog or a robot. Most people at the gym have their headphones on, so this guy couldn't ask for help. Luckily, someone noticed his situation and rushed over to assist. After the flood, several elderly people were unable to move, were stranded on the building's second floor. So kind neighbors gathered to help. Even though it was an expensive car, the owner didn't hesitate to use it to help a stranded bus. If you love animals, surely you will act like this boy. victory isn't just about finishing first. It can be the joy of helping others. Would you be surprised if I told you that these two people were complete strangers? This young boy ran out of a restaurant during a hailstorm to hold an umbrella for an elderly man. When the soldier walked in, the whole room lit up. His dad was not someone who easily shed tears, but this moment pushed him past his limits.
Awesome. I really made it. I thought he wasn't coming until tomorrow.
Our little nephew was the first to touch her after she completed her first military training. That gentle touch alone made her emotions overflow. This song was the last gift that the 65-year-old husband gave to his wife.
Look at you, still pretty as a picture.
Fate may separate them, but their love would last forever. The entire football team shaved their heads in solidarity with a player's mother who was fighting cancer. No one fights alone.
Happy birthday.
A familiar voice echoed, leaving the dad in disbelief. Turns out, his children had secretly gathered to celebrate his birthday because his acting career always kept him away from home. It's heartwarming to see passersby stop and kindly shield a street performer from the rain.
Hey, big guy. Just your leg? Which leg? Hey, you mind if my friend here?
The good deeds you just saw are a reminder that kindness is still everywhere. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and follow us so you don't miss out on more awesome stories. Wishing you a day full of joy and kindness.